Hey guys, welcome back to the main event. I'm Daniel, and yeah, tonight we're going to WCW for Fall Brawl 1995. Let the games begin! That was a tagline. And by games, they mean war games. So we're going back to September 17th, 1995. We're at the Asheville Civic Center in Asheville, North Carolina. And yeah, we're in front of just shy of 7,000 people, I believe. And the main event we're looking at tonight is the War Games match. And if the Hulkamaniacs can beat the Dungeon of Doom, then Hogan gets to have the Taskmaster in the ring alone. So, yes, it is the Dungeon of Doom with the Taskmaster in their corner going up against the Hulkamaniacs with the Mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart, in their corner. So here we are. Let's break down the teams. On the Dungeon of Doom side, you have the Zodiac, formerly known as the Butcher, formerly known as Brother Brutai, formerly known as Bruce Bar Beefcake. And then you got Shark, formerly known as Avalanche, formerly known as Earthquake. You know what's weird about those two guys? I mean, I don't know, maybe because they switched over to the Dungeon of Doom group, they had to change their names too, but it's like, Avalanche and Butcher would have worked. Why do we have to change? Like, Shark, they literally make Avalanche a shark who bites his opponents? Why? It makes no sense. And furthermore, why didn't Ming change his name? Because that's another member of the group is Ming. Now, he's formerly Haku. Now, I realize that, you know, he's Ming in WCW, Haku. So that makes sense. They all changed their names, switching over to the company. But then, like, they went further with Butcher and Avalanche. They became Shark. Or, sorry, they became Zodiac and Shark, respectively. But Ming still became Ming. So he was doing the new Face of Terror or whatever. Had a weird mask on and shit. Not even a mask in the ring, just he had like a weird mask he wore out to the ring. His face was like all like gold and black, silver paint, I don't know. And then Kamala, the Ugandan giant, was the fourth member of this group. Once again, I mean, gimmick-wise, they all kind of fit. They're all creepy and weird and odd and exotic and savage and all that shit. But yeah, it just seems very weird that they would just, like, why not just have the Butcher and Avalanche? That just, I don't know. Taskmaster outside, Kevin Sullivan. And then on the other side is the Hulkamaniacs, which initially, it's Hogan, Macho Man, and Sting. And initially it's Vader. However, Vader was leaving WWF at the time, or leaving WCW for WWF at the time. So they brought in Lex Luger, who just left WWF, come to WCW. So yeah, and of course they're all, and I really like the look of it. They're all like, you know, fatigued out with camo face paint and shit on. Really cool. So yeah, that's the battle. Even Jimmy Hart looks like he's ready for war. And you're like, dude, come on, really. So yeah, the battle lines are on. Here we go. We start things off with it was not much of me. Sting, and Shark. And I thought it was very odd, because I just felt like Shark was probably not going to be the best person to put in there. Like, I figured he'd come in toward the end, just because, I mean, just size alone, but no, he goes through his whole thing. And so they battled out. Of course, naturally, the heels win the coin toss like they always do, so we get the advantage thing. I will say that I need to watch more. I've only seen a couple of clips from this era, but the little video package I put together before this was like showing the build-up and how, like, you know, the Taskmaster was consorting with his father, who's like some sort of demon, or I don't know what the fuck he is. He's the overseer, Emperor Palpatine, I don't know. But he's the guy who's trying to bring down Hulkamania. But I just saw like the clip of like Hogan inside like the Dungeon of Doom, like in the actual physical Dungeon of Doom, and they all just attack and beat the shit out of him. But like it's great. It's great. I just saw the clip where and I didn't see it on this one, but I saw it before, where like he touches the water and he's like, ah, it's cold. Like he goes, ow, cold. It's like, what? Wouldn't you be ow hot? But Hogan, actor of our generation. Anyway, so yeah, the storyline here is that also not only is the Dungeon trying to bring them down, Hogan and his group down, but there was some infighting because once again, Savage and Luger aren't getting along. They never quite explain that reason. Like Savage thinks like Luger is hired by the Dungeon of Doom, which I'm like, even from a kayfabe standpoint, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. I mean, I don't know. It just doesn't seem like that would be it. But either way, that's the thing. So Sting's trying to keep peace there, and Hogan's trying to keep everybody corralled right there. It really is like the all-star WCW team at the time. Like it is like, you know, Hogan, Savage, Luger, Sting. Like these are like the big dogs right there. And then you got just, you know, the people that just job around. Like seriously, Earthquake was never anything above Hogan fodder in WWF. Haku, Ming, same thing. You know, Brutus, Beefcake, come on. So, and Kamala, which I'm a big Kamala fan, but it's like he was never anything more than a special attraction. So, you just know which way it's going right off the bat. Just from like reading the paper, like, read this match on paper. I know who's winning this one. Anyway, so eventually, I think after it's Avalanche. Sorry, Shark. That's the worst of the three gimmicks he's had. Shark is the worst. That's just ridiculous. So then after it's Shark and Sting, and then in comes. Zodiac. Zodiac comes in and they even it up. Savage goes in after that, and then it's Ming, and then Luger, because he knew Hogan wanted to get in early. He didn't want to have to work out or do work to earn his paycheck. And then Kamala comes in after that, and then of course when Hogan comes in, and it's regular, before Hogan gets in there, we get a little miscommunication between Luger and Savage. Luger actually hits Savage from behind, and then of course Savage ended up just like getting a big fist fight with Luger, which is ridiculousness. But then of course when Hogan comes in, Hogan's got just like pockets full of salt. He's just like powder. It is the most ridiculous. Like he had track like the first three he hits are coming after him, but then he makes sure he wants to hit all four, so he goes like into the other ring just to find. I think maybe like Shark or something like that. He's just like powder in your face. Oh, fuck you. It's the greatest thing ever. Like, I'm just like, yes. Like, that's, why don't people do this more often? Like, I'm just like, that's how you do it right there. For most of me, Hogan's in there for a minute. It's not long after Hogan, because once, you know, the last guy gets in there, that's when the match beyond begins. I don't think Hogan gets thrown around a whole lot. I think literally he fights a little bit more, and then he ends up throwing Zodiac in like a camel clutch. I mean, they're like reverse shin lights, it's camel clutch. And I don't know if like, because the Zodiac's whole thing was like, he just like, he's like, you know, yes, no. I think that's like his whole thing. Like he would just say yes, no, and he'd get the head shakes wrong or something. I don't know. But anyway, I just know they're asking he taps out. And this is like the one time they actually bring a referee into the ring. Like normally it's just like from the outside. And they're just like, yep, ring the bell. But they come in there and they're like, you submit. And I think that's what they're going to pretend like it was. Like, you know, he's instead of just saying yes to submission, it's all he says is yes or no. So when he says yes, they're just like, throw it out, he wins. So Hulkamaniacs win. They win the war. And then, of course, Kevin Sullivan, the Taskmaster, is trying to get away. And, of course, the security, like the weakest excuse for security, try to bring him back. The referee's trying to get him back in there. And it's funny because, like, as the wrestlers bring him back, like, you see the fellow Dungeon Doom members walk by, and they even kind of, like, you know, take a swing at him, but it's like they don't convincingly try to, like, stop him. And I'm like, really? Like, you guys are like monsters and savages. Like, why are you obeying the rules all of a sudden? I don't know. Hogan gets Taskmaster and beats the living fucking shit out of him. And then out comes the Giant. And I've read the mention this before, like 2 pay-per-views back. I think it was like one of Super Brawls, or no, I'm sorry, before Bash at the Beach, whichever one that one was. Shit, maybe it was Super Brawl. I don't know. But when it was Hogan and Savage teaming up, the Giant made an appearance there, and he was backstage, and he just, you know, you see him up there, and you're like, who's that guy? He's huge. Apparently, in this, here, the Giant, who's claiming to be Andre's son, and Hogan can feel the presence, like, I could feel Andre in the ring. He tried to run him down with a monster truck. Like, oh, it's setting up a great match right there, let me tell you. Anyways, beyond all that, so he comes down, gets in the ring, you know, like locking the door behind him, and he just beats the shit out of Hogan until the other Hulkamaniacs come out, and of course he flees the ring, and that's how we ended right there with the Giant staying tall over Hogan. So yeah, there you have it. Fall Brawl '95. I enjoyed it. Let me get to the review part of it right now. I liked it. I'm a big fan of the Fall Brawl format, and I mean, this is a good match, gimmicks aside. I know it looks goofy from the outside, but I don't know, I like a little goofiness in my wrestling. I like the cartoony late 80s, early 90s look. And it's definitely running wild in WCW. I'm sure that's due to Hogan. But no, I didn't mind it. It was fun to watch. It was a fun little match. A lot of star power in this match. Ming! I just wish we'd get more out of Ming. Like, I don't know, I just always felt like he's the one guy who should have went further than he did. But Either way, I enjoyed the match. Like I said, Hogan, awesome. Came in there, just salting everybody in the fucking face. I love that moment. And then he definitely was hitting big boots and clobbering dudes. And no, just good stuff. Can't complain. Cannot complain. I like it. Big thumbs up. Let me know what you guys thought of this 95 Fall Brawl in the comments section down below. And guys, tune in tomorrow night. We're heading for another In Your House, this time In Your House 3. Oh yeah. So that's all I got, guys. Thank you for watching. Until next time.